JJ, the CPA is here. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, yeah.
All right, hey, so another episode, of course, and we're so excited for who we're going to be working with. And basically, we had already made a decision.
We had, but then we got this awesome video, and we're like, well, actually, I came to JJ and was like, you have to see this video that was just sent to us, and we watched it, and then I was like, you know what, this is perfect because I don't like to work out. JJ doesn't like to work out, so we can work out through these people, and then maybe my, quarantine 2020 body will look better by the time that we're done with this.
Hey, JJ, it's Cindy Bell here from Pedal Spin Studio in beautiful La Cañada, California. We are so excited you decided to stop by.
Now I can. Hi! You guys did such an amazing job with your video. Hi, Brooke.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You know
I
what?
loved it.
Brooke
is my daughter's middle name. So it's a special name.
Because I got really, really nervous, and I told Brooke, I'll be totally honest, I said, Brooke, you know what, we've got to do a video. I don't think I'll do a good job. I'm just not going to do it. And she said, Mom, we're going to do it.
Good for you, Brooke.
We are going to do it. She's like, if you want something, you got to grab it and do it. So
I'll tell you that, like, one of the things that made me the most excited about this was that it's two really strong independent women who are running this company that has 5 locations. But I could totally go on another rant because I could be like, why do we have to say it's women-owned businesses? Why can't it just be these are two amazing people who are owning a business? But anyways, female power.
Boom. All right, well, let's look at the health and fitness industry. So check this out. $94 billion. Now that's global. So in the US, we've got 33 billion. So basically about a third. And there's 3% growth annually. So this is a booming industry. There's 70 million memberships in 2019, and then 25% of Americans work out once a month, and 400,000 fitness professionals, so well-stocked. Use of wearables has increased 77%. So this is a big amount in the fitness industry, and that's in the last 3 years. And then this right here, I think millennials just were able to click something off in some kind of a poll here, but 81% of millennials say they exercise. Okay. So when you're a CPA, this is what you're thinking when you're getting ready to go through numbers and statistics. Here we go. JJ, the CPA statistics. And then fitness trends for 2019 of those that exercise. 24% use fitness tech, 23% use wellness programs, and then 13% use studios within a club, and then 13% have multiple memberships, which is kind of interesting there, and then 10% say they use the clubs as social hubs. So why is this a booming industry? Well, interestingly enough, many articles talked about how health insurance costs is the number one reason for this industry to be booming. There's a demand on healthy foods. Wearables, okay, is a big aspect, okay, of why this is a booming industry. People are just reminded if they're wearing something that they need to work out. And then streaming exercise classes, and this will be something that we'll see in later episodes, but they are ahead of the curve on that, let's just say this. And then we'll learn more about spin classes, but there's a real trend in this because of the boutique fitness. So more to come on that. But the thing to note here is that there's massive potential. So after we pick who we want to be on, the next step, Zoom meeting.
So it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and I loved your book.
Love your book.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Well, Cindy, Brooke, JJ, the CPA is here. What's going on? How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. We are so excited to talk to you. We have been, or I have been like just a devout follower. Every day I log on and watch the Group 300.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you.
And just, I've just gotten so so much good information. And it's so inspiring how, like, it's so funny how, certain heroes emerge in certain situations. And I was telling my, our CPA, I'm like, CPAs are going to be the heroes.
I'm honored, and I will tell you this, we had already picked our 3, and when I got your email and I could hear your enthusiasm, and I was like, well, I told Amanda, I said, well, I'm going to ask for a video, and if they send us a video, then we're going to just do 4. And so anyways, and then when we got the video, you were like, come on in, JJ. And I was like, all right, we're in. What I loved most, Cindy, was that it seemed like this is an opportunity different from the other 3 that we're working on, where not only just getting through this, but could through this, not even immediately, but you're already in 5 locations. And so that's such a prime, beautiful set of circumstances to be in, because if you're in 5, how do you be in 50?
So here's the deal. When you're putting together something and you've built a brand, a great way to actually grow that brand further is to brand with other brands. Saying brand a lot, but basically you take like Maroon 5, who's the lead singer?
Adam Levine.
There you go. So Adam Levine, they did a song with Cardi B.
Yep.
What was the song?
Girls Like You. That one.
Yeah, Girls Like You. And the reason that they're doing that is that these are 2 huge brands, but they have different audiences, and so you have some crossover. And so it's not that you're now trying to sell some weird brand. You're not trying to sell candles in a fitness shop. But what are things that are cool in the world of fitness? And then what is going on with a studio? And then are there ways to cross brand? And so we got deep into talking about cross branding because they are a brand. They've got some things that may happen nationwide, but talking about brand, those videos were so cool of them working out. Will you just throw one in right now?
Chicka, chicka, chicka.
So you having the brand that you are, working maybe with another brand, but all that really is they're taking your concept, your idea, your logo, your whatever, right? And they're now just incorporating and then just paying you money. They're just paying royalty, right? But you have like 5 pillars now to your business, or 5 legs, right? Where somebody has one location, everything's contingent on one location. So the benefit we have here is that you can maybe pick and choose throughout this process, depending on when things open. And I'll let you talk here in a second, Cindy. I have some questions for you. But my thought process is we probably want to get ultra review immediately on what's going on right now in each of the locations, or if it's nothing, right, then what was happening in January and February.
All right, so those of you that follow, you know that I have coaches videos, and here's the thing, you go strong when you're coming out of a crisis, okay? You don't think about, oh, we got to shut stuff down. Oh, we better discount stuff. You come out strong, okay?
So when we're having discussions about, you got 5 locations, right? Most people will be like, well, we better figure out the weakest one and get rid of it. Okay, no, we're gonna put this on its head.
But what you're going is like, okay, well, the reason it's number 1 is because of this location. And number 5 doesn't have that. Well, we can't just give up and then go, oh, well, that's why it's number 5. There's nothing we can do about it. Well, what is it that you could do? Because if it's location as your main thing, then what are we trying to do there? And then you're kind of just doing the same thing with 2, 3, and 4, because you're like, well, why is this number 1? And is that happening in 2 and 3 and 4? And now you're trying to take number 1 and whatever the traits are, traits, right? Doesn't mean that now you all are working more hours. It's not really the goal here. But what are some of those traits that you would be able to duplicate in some way?
So we're just hanging here by the pool, but you know, this is still in the middle of COVID. I mean, it depends on when you end up watching this, but you know, we're in a situation where right now, I mean, things are closed down and we're in the middle of COVID, and you have a successful company like this and they are shut down because of what's going on.
What do you think your restrictions will be? Will it be masks while people are working out?
I believe it's maybe not masks, but I know that it will be, we can't have more than 10 people in at any given time. Usually our classes, the capacity is about 20, 25 people. We're gonna have to cut those in half. So our plan is, we've got our bikes rented right now. So we plan on keeping half of our fleet rented, because we also are anticipating people are going to be a little bit nervous to come back in and be in that group setting. So we know that our classes are going to be cut. We're going to cut our schedule. Instead of 15 minutes between classes to clear the room, we're going to allow 30. Just so that we can go and really sanitize. We're going to go, we're even going to go as far as we're going to check temperatures coming in. So, and we're going to have hand washing stations, that sort of thing. So we're really taking those extra steps to open up, but we're anticipating all that. It's really going to be, we're going to be basically working at half capacity.
Hey JJ, can we please have another workout video, because this is a lot of numbers.
Someone could buy a package of 4 or 8.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, on a recurring basis. So they get a price break on that. So basically their package is replenished every month.
Awesome. Is it use or lose?
Yes. On those it is.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I like it.
The lifestyle packages. Yeah. But then
so you have an all-in, and then what'd you say it was a lifestyle?
Yeah, the lifestyle are the 4 and 8 classes a month. And then we have just the block. So if you buy a block of 20, they're good forever. And those are
That's cool. I like that.
We say, as long as we're open.
So anytime I'm talking with any business, what do we get to right away? Pricing. Why? Because many businesses aren't charging enough. But surprisingly, compared to other businesses, they are on point. But one little area, coming out of a crisis, we need to think about going on the offense and making sure we're charging enough and looking at the next year of pricing.
You know, for $24 a month, you get to pick your bike. What do you think of that pricing?
I think people love that. I think that.
And that's not just now, that's, pick your bike. And I think you can say, we're offering this at this price for now. We're going to test it out. We don't know if this will remain the pricing, but we have it priced at the cheapest we possibly can. And you should expect this price to go up unless you're an all-in.
Yeah, which is something that they've never had before. So it's
Yeah,
and it's not costing us anything extra, which is good.
right. And I think that your all-ins get first opportunity to do that.
Coming up, you're gonna, we've talked a lot about brand collaboration, and earlier JJ was talking about that. You're gonna see some really awesome stuff that they have going on in their shops. I mean, even JJ was taken back by this and nearly choked on his water because I thought I was gonna have to come in there and make sure he was okay. But you guys are gonna be blown away.
You know,
We're a reseller for Lululemon as well. So we have a mini Lulu boutique.
wow.
And did we get first pick?
Wow.
It took 10 years, but we've
Wow.
worn them down.
So JJ, tell everybody what Cindy's homework is.
So whenever I'm visiting with these that we're working with, to keep it going from one Zoom to the next, which is usually about, at this point, it's been about every other week. I've already been on the phone and Zoom with Backyard Barbecue 3 times. I've had 2 with the one in Massachusetts, one already in Kansas, and then we've already had our second follow-up with Cindy. From the standpoint of homework, it's what do we want to be working on so we're progressing? Because remember, this whole thing is about numbers. It's about how do you look at your business from the numbers. And gosh, in episode 2, I'm very excited because we get to meet the other owner, and that's Cindy's sister-in-law. And by the way, you probably didn't know this, but she is the star of these exercise videos that we have been putting up there, or commercials. I don't even know if you can call them exercise videos. They're like rock star videos. But nonetheless, gotta have the homework, and I'll tell you this, Cindy nailed it.
Okay, I got 5 of these locations. If I had to get rid of one, you need to know like right away, right? Instead of when it's time to make that decision, okay, you're then spending all your time and effort trying to figure it out then when you could have known it now, okay? Mm-hmm. But think of it this way. Your number 5 then probably needs the most attention to ensure you don't have to close it, right? So almost identifying your, I don't know if the right word is weakest, right? But by identifying the weakest link, then you can send your energy to the weakest link. So now everything's stronger, right? So a lot of small businesses, I think, with multiple locations, they're going to go the route like, oh, we need to shut her down, okay? And maybe it's just for 2 weeks. Maybe it's you're not shutting it down. It's you got to change the hours a little bit, or you need to just get out in Facebook, or you need to do a special in that area, when you reopen or whatever. So it's almost like opposite of what you might think. It's not identify your number 5 that you would get rid of first to then go, well, we got to get rid of that one first. It's, well, that's the one that's going to require the most attention. Because then your number 1, what you'd be looking at is, well, why is it number 1? And then why is this number 5? And then what traits of number 1 do we need to duplicate or make sure it's happening in number 5?
Oh, I forgot to ask JJ something, and this is really important. JJ?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we going to get to go to the beach when we go to California?
Heck yeah.
Yay! Because we've already bought our tickets. And I'm really, I need some beach.
Yeah, and we're hitting it at the beginning and the end, because at the end we go to Florida.
I know, I'll be like, beach, please.
No doubt. Well, and then here's the thing. We are, 16 cities, 17 days from California up to the Pacific Northwest, over to Boston, to New York, a bunch of places in between. And then in Florida, we're going to see Tony, and we're going to see Robert, we're going to see Julio, we're going to see Jason, and we're going to see Matt. Tons of stuff going on. So get ready. JJ, the CPA here. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Boom!
Work, cause money never sleeps. You never met a CPA quite like me.
You never met a CPA quite like me.
Let's go.
So when you start building a brand, a way to increase your brand awareness.
I'm just looking at our up close and personal. This is our up close and personal moment with JJ the CPA.